Yes, what's up? This is WARZONEJONES back again, MMA topic video, and I gotta say, UFC 157 delivered. Oh, it delivered. The main event delivered. Ronda Rousey delivered, and I'm gonna get more to the main event later. But as far as the whole card, I would say the whole card was actually pretty good, well worth your money. So let's talk about the first fight, and I just want to start this video off and say that. Man, somebody got screwed, and that was Josh Koscheck. Josh Koscheck got screwed tonight. I don't care what anybody say. That was a bad stoppage, and you could say that Herb Dean is the best referee in the business. You know, that's what some people might say. You know, they say Herb Dean is the best referee in the whole business. But today, he probably almost was the worst referee in the business. That was he just stopped that fight too short. He stopped it too early, and although he was taking some big shots, the shots weren't devastating. Like, they weren't really devastating shots, but the shots he was taking, he was getting hit, he was getting pounded, but they weren't devastating shots. So to me, that fight was just ended too early, and I was really looking forward to Robbie Lawler and Josh Koscheck going at it, and we didn't really get it. But, hey, what can I say? I do think that fight was stopped way too early. That's just my opinion. But Robbie Lawler does win. He wins by, TKO, technical knockout, referee stoppage. He does win, and he does move up that ladder in the welterweight division. So, the next match was Josh Neer versus Kurt McGee. This was actually a pretty good fight, but Kurt McGee wins. Kurt McGee almost finished this fight in the first round. Like, I thought he was going to, but next thing I know, there was a second round and there was a third round, and there was still no finish. Kurt McGee wins by decision. So that was actually a pretty good fight. Next fight, we had Uriah Faber versus Ivan Ninja Bar. No, I believe I said his name right. Ivan Ninja Bar. This fight was basically all Uriah Faber. Uriah Faber basically dominated this fight. It was all Uriah Faber. That was basically, Ivan Ninja Bar was basically just defending. All he was doing was defending, but he didn't defend good enough because Uriah Faber wins. He wins by a submission. He wins by a submission rear naked choke. So Uriah Faber finally gets a win in the UFC, well-needed win, because a lot of people said that Uriah Faber done sort of fell off. And let's be honest, he sort of did, but now he's sort of back on that track, to a title shot maybe. So we're going to see where Uriah Faber goes from there. Congratulations, Uriah Faber. I like Uriah Faber. Next, we had Dan Henderson, Hendo versus Lyoto Machida. Now, this fight, I wanted Dan Henderson to win. Lyoto Machida wins. I wanted Dan Henderson to win this fight. Now, Dan Henderson was doing leg kicks. I thought that was actually a little weird because, Dan Henderson doesn't normally do leg kicks. No, you're not going to see a lot of leg kicks from Dan Henderson. But they were actually landing. So he landed the most leg kicks. And there wasn't a lot of significant strikes, as they call it. There wasn't really a lot of significant strikes in the first round or the second round or even the third round. But the most significant strikes were probably landed by Lyoto Machida. So he landed the most clean shots. Dan Henderson couldn't really get off like he really wanted to. He actually got taken down in the first round. I thought that was a little weird because, Dan Henderson gets taken down. Well, he got swept. He almost got him down in the first round, but he got swept by Lyoto Machida. But Lyoto Machida, he didn't really land any big, tough shots. But, takedowns in the UFC, they're basically scored pretty big. So if you get taken down, they're going to score that, basically. So, and even in the third round, Dan Henderson I believe he got taken down. Oh, no, actually, Dan took him down. He took Lyoto Machida down, but he didn't land any big shots. Now, that's what happened. He didn't land any big shots. He was basically on him for about a minute. Then Lyoto Machida got up, kicked him in the face, kicked him in the leg, kicked him in the stomach. Was actually landing these clean shots, these clean strikes. So Lyoto Machida wins by decision. And I remember hearing on Field TV that if Dan Henderson loses to Lyoto Machida, Chael Sonnen said he would lick Rashad Evans' shoe or his shoe. He said he's going to lick or kiss somebody's shoe. So you can look forward to Chael Sonnen licking and kissing somebody's shoe. I think it was Rashad Evans. I'm not for sure. So I'm going to be seeing if he's going to live up to his word. Next, we got the main event. The main event that we all been waiting for. You had to have seen this match. You had to have seen this fight. This fight was history-making. History-making fight. You had to have seen it. Now, this is a good reason by itself to just order this pay-per-view. It's the first women's fight. So, Liz versus Ronda. This was a really good fight. And Ronda Rousey does it again. She wins like she always does by armbar. So I believe she won 7 fights in a row by armbar. If I'm not mistaken, somebody let me know. But the woman wins by armbar again. Literally again. And she almost got choked out. She literally almost got choked out like that. The look on her face says, you know what? I can't breathe. She had that look on her face when she almost got choked out. You know, like she had that like I can't breathe look. So I'm probably going to tap out. But she was able to basically reverse that move because, you know, Liz was behind her, literally on top of her, trying to choke her out. And she was able to throw her off, get her off of her. And then eventually she got back to grappling with her. And then she somehow managed to get an armbar. Now, Liz fought that armbar as hard as she could, as long as she could. But after a while, it didn't matter because she got it. Because when you're in an armbar position with Ronda Rousey, look, there's a good chance you're going to get effed up. And when she locked that armbar in, and once it was in, like, you know, her arm was you could tell like it was getting ready to break. So some had got to give, which Liz did. She tapped out, but it was still a good fight. It was a real good fight. It lasted 1 round. I believe it was 1 minute and 43 seconds left in the fight. It was a really, really good fight. So I would say it lived up to the hype. The fight lived up to the hype. The main event lived up to the hype. The card lived up to the hype. This was a good show. So, if you haven't done so, go ahead. Click that subscribe button. You won't get a ticket if you click it. Trust me. Order this pay-per-view if you haven't seen it. I'm out. This is WARZONEJONES. Deuces.